So today we will start our new chapter, that is chapter number 6, lines and angles. Today I will give you the introduction of the 6th chapter. I will tell you some concepts. So see, in this figure there are two parallel lines, line L and line M, okay, which is intersected by a transversal called line N, okay. Now when these two parallel lines are intersected by a transversal, these all angles are formed: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we have to tell which of these angles are equal, okay. Now in this figure, angle 2 is equal to angle 6, okay. See, this angle 2 is equals to angle 6. Angle 1 is equals to angle 5. See, angle 1 equals to angle 5, angle 2 equals to angle 6, and these angles are called corresponding angles, okay. Now two more corresponding angles are there. This angle 3 is equal to this angle 7, and this angle 4 is equals to this angle 8. 4 equals to 8 and 3 equals to 7. These two are also corresponding angles and they are equal. So what are the pairs of corresponding angles? Angle 1 equals to angle 5, angle 2 equals to angle 6, angle 3 equals to angle 7, and angle 4 equals to angle 8, okay. These are corresponding angles. Now what are alternate interior angles? The angles in which Z is formed, like this and like this. So this angle and this angle are called alternate interior angles. In this one also, this angle and this angle are called alternate interior angles. So in our figure where the Z is being formed, see, this is one Z, okay. So angle 4 will be equal to angle 6. Why? Because they are alternate interior angles. And one Z is formed here, this one, okay. So angle 3 is equals to angle 5. So these two are the pairs of alternate interior angles. So angle 4 equals to angle 6 and angle 3 equals to angle 5. Now we will see interior angles on the same side of the transversals. They are also called co-interior angles. So what are the pairs of co-interior angles? This 3 and 6 are co-interior angles, and this 4 and 5 are also co-interior angles. So these angles are not equal, but their sum is equals to 180 degree. So angle 3 plus angle 6 is equals to 180 degree, and angle 4 plus angle 5 is also equal to 180 degree. Why their sum is equals to 180 degree? Because they are co-interior angles, okay. Now what are vertically opposite angles? See, suppose two lines intersect like this. One line is this and other is this. So this angle is equal to this angle. Suppose this is angle A and this is angle B. Angle A is equal to angle B. Why they are equal? Because they are vertically opposite angles, okay. And suppose this is angle C and this is angle D. So this angle C is also equal to angle D because they are also vertically opposite angles, okay. Now see our figure, this one. In this, which angles are vertically opposite angles? Angle 1 and 3 are vertically opposite angles, so they will be equal. Angle 2 will be equal to angle 4. Why? Because they are also vertically opposite angles. 5 will be equal to angle 7 and angle 6 will be equal to angle 8. These all are vertically opposite angles in this figure. Okay. Now, what is linear pair? Whenever a straight line is being formed, it is called linear pair. See, suppose we have a straight line like this and a line passes from this straight line like this. Okay, this one is angle 1 and this one is angle 2. Okay, now since this is a straight line, therefore this angle 1 plus angle 2 will be equal to 180 degree. That means whenever a straight line is formed, the sum of the angles will be equal to 180 degree. Suppose a line is like this, okay, and from this these angles are formed. Okay, so this is angle 1, this is angle 2, 3 and 4. Now this line is also a straight line. Okay, so angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 plus angle 4 will be equal to 180 degree. This is called linear pair. Now in our previous figure, since this is a straight line, okay, so angle 1 plus angle 2 will be equal to 180 degree. Okay, and this is also a straight line, so angle 5 plus angle 6 will be equal to 180 degree. And also since this is a straight line, so angle 3 plus 4 will also be equal to 180 degree. And since this is also a straight line, so angle 7 plus angle 8 will also be equal to 180 degree. Now we will study about exterior angle property of a triangle. In a triangle, we all know that sum of all the angles is equals to 180 degrees. So angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 is equals to 180 degree. Okay. Now suppose one exterior angle is extended in this a triangle. Okay. So this angle A is exterior angle. So this exterior angle will be equal to the sum of two interior angles. Or we can say that whenever a side of triangle is increased or extended, an exterior angle is formed. So this exterior angle is equal to the sum of two interior opposite angles. This is exterior angle. Opposite of this, these two interior angles are there. Okay, so angle A will be equal to angle 1 plus angle 2. Okay, now in this we have increased this side, so this is exterior angle. So opposite of this, these two interior angles are there, so angle B will be equal to angle 3 plus angle 4. Okay, now in this side is increased, so this is the exterior angle and these are two interior opposite angles. Okay, so angle C will be equal to angle 5 plus angle 6. In this way we will apply exterior angle property. So these are the concepts which will be used in this chapter. Thank you everyone. If you like my videos, please like, subscribe and share my channel and stay connected with A1 study classes.